Alright, welcome ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I'm your host, the All-Pro Beast, and we are back. Week 2 of the regular season here for the New York Jets franchise rebuild. Teddy Bridgewater still holds the starting spot after having a very nice first week. In the real world, he got traded to the Saints for a third-round pick. Not a bad deal, I guess, but, I mean, in my game, I'm going to keep Teddy B. Teddy B's got the maneuverability, as well as he's also got the throwing accuracy stats that I prefer over Sam Darnold, as well as he also has break sack and and throw under pressure better than Sam Darnold does. So that's just my opinion. Sam Darnold is still going to be a project and more than likely won't be a field general or starter until next year. Unless injuries happen, of course, which they have been because I'm still out DeMarco Murray, Orleans Darkwa. But luckily, Richie Incognito will be back next week. And Tanner McAvoy is going to be back in 2 weeks. And then defensively, we're going to be getting my two best D-tackles back soon in a couple weeks. Steve McClendon will be back in 2, and Leonard Williams back in 3. Oh, DRC can get upgraded. Heck yes. And we're going to boost his zone, of course, because that is the scheme, and he would be getting more XP if I can get him to scheme fit. Gives him +2 zone coverage, +3 tackle, and +2 awareness for Mr. Dominique Rogers Cromartie. And he's an 86 overall corner. He is an 86 man-to-man and an 84 zone. Hopefully we can get him up to scheme fit sooner rather than later. I did move, so Cameron Wake is back at left end. Starting there, we're going up against the Dolphins, an interconference rival. Oh, and Navarro Bowman is no longer has negative confidence, which is great. He had a very, very good game last week. Another person who had a good game last week is Mr. Dez Bryant. He had 7 receptions. Tyler Croft also had 7 receptions. So we've got a lot of receivers and people that got into the game. John Kuhn made some plays as well. So I did forget to move Quincy Ninma to be my slot receiver. Speaking of, I need to make Albert Wilson the backup. So Quincy Nunwa didn't really get in the game as much as I really wanted him to, and I really wasn't going to worry about it. So, but still, rush left end's going to be Cam Wake, rush right end's going to be Tano Passanier, and Henry Anderson's going to be rush D tackle. You know, nothing else has changed. Kickers, special teams, specialists, you know, everything's the same. Nothing crazy defensively. Nobody's really leveled up. Again, we're going to go into this game, probably run a lot of 3-4. Just because it will allow me to have Neville Hewitt and Bowman on the field. I don't really have a second middle linebacker that I want to use. We run a multiple 4-3. I mean, there's nobody really on the free agency, and I know I'm going to try and get into this quickly, but there isn't really anybody at middle linebacker that I really want to move. I mean, we could get Robert Ayers. He'd be a great pickup at right end. He would really help us out, but he is also 32 years old, and I have no interest in getting another veteran that I'm going to have to eventually resign. Jeremy Hill, man! Jeremy Hill! He's actually a much better receiving back than people give him credit for. Anyway, I don't need him. He's 25. But what I was talking about was middle linebacker. I mean, there's David Harris, the former Michigan and New England Patriot, but it's just, there's not anybody that's really... Ben Haney's not bad. He's also young at 25. I mean, what about left outside linebacker? Michael Wilhoit, Lamar Houston, who's 31, Demanchi, who's 27, Shalik. Ooh. I like Shalik Calhoun. He came out of MSU. He's really good rusher. He's got a lot of potential. Been in the league 2 years though, so I can't throw him on my practice squad, sadly. Right outside linebacker, there's Eric Walden, Shea McClellan, Carl Bradford. Shea's 29. He's really old. I didn't realize he was that old. Carl Bradford, I could move to middle linebacker if I really wanted to. Jermaine Grace. Anyway, I mean, there weren't really any targets or anybody that I really wanted to trade for. Raekwon McMillan of the Dolphins was the only person I was really considering, but other than that, again, we're not going to re-sign anybody. Nobody really has a big interest to me. Tyler Croft, yes, he had 7 catches in the last game, but I'm probably not going to negotiate a lot of these contracts until towards the end of the season, and if they have made their like case for being worth re-signing, then I'll re-sign them. So if Tyler Kroft becomes such a vital part of this team, then we'll re-sign him. But without further ado, let's hop into this game versus the Dolphins. Cameron Wake's homecoming coming back to Miami, as well as Albert Wilson's coming back to Miami. Since it's an AFC matchup, we're going to rock some AFC uniforms. We're going to go the AFL home throwback, because we're going to be playing at home, and the CPU is going to rock the, do they have an AFL? They don't. They have the 70s home throwbacks, which are white. Is that seriously what they are? They're seriously white? Strange. We'll do the 84 classic aways for them. We'll have a nice matchup today. Let's get hype for this. And get a look at the matchups here real quick. So the goal is, of course, 2 games in a row, get 4 sacks and 3 passing touchdowns, as Teddy B had 3 passing touchdowns last week. So going up, Rashad Jones and Jamal Adams, meeting of 2 very talented safeties. A very good run support safety in him. William Hayes had 5 tackles last week, whereas Cameron Wake only had 1. Cameron Wake, I'm really hoping, makes a big performance this week. Robbie Anderson had 1 reception for 8 yards. Not good for him last week. He wasn't really the focus point. Des Bryant was the focus point last week. So, hopefully, we can hop into it real quick. Let's get it going. Look at this presentation again. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dolphins, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets, AFC rivalry. Sorry, I'm mixing up my words and everything. Dolphins, Jets, rivalry. Let's do it. Here we are in beautiful, rainy Miami. Don't you just love that it rains all the time in Miami? Man, it is such a beautiful thing as this Jets team is getting ready. So, we're going to continue, and hopefully, oh, look at him. Look at him. Oh, no, that's not my team. Whoops. Danny Amendola, the former New England Patriot. He's going to be rocking. He had 6 receptions for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns last week. Going to be a focal point. And Isaac Asiata, one of the offensive line we're going to have to try and worry about as well. Cameron Wake hyping up Teddy Bridgewater. Surprised they don't do Cameron Wake's power trip that he does beforehand. There's John Kuhn, our fullback, and we will be getting the ball to start. So Teddy Bridgewater is going to be able to get us going and hopefully on the right foot. Don't know why it has this view. Might have to go change that. I don't like it. Todd Bowles rocking a hat with the little powder puff on top. Teddy Bridgewater coming out after a very nice performance. 340 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. Take away those picks, and that's an even better performance. That's AFC Player of the Week. Got us right there. He had a beautiful, beautiful job passing, and did a very, very good job. But let's go ahead and get going here. We're going to go ahead and get going here with Jamal Charles, as usual. Oh, looks like we're going to be stuck in that camera. That's not what I want, because after my game crashed, it reset all my stuff. So we're going to go ahead and turn camera toggle back on. Even though I don't like it, I've got to do it because I need the better view. We're going to run to the left side here in the rain. And getting a block. Jamal Charles picking up a good gain. Minka Fitzpatrick, the rookie from Alabama, is going to make the tackle on the play. Jamal Charles has 17 carries, 67 yards. A pretty slow day for him. We really want JC getting going here. He is one of the focal points of our offense, and when DeMarco Murray comes back, I might end up having to keep JC as one of the starting backs if he performs to par. JC trying to carry forward, getting wrapped up there. Host of Miami Dolphins tacklers getting wrapped up there by multiple people. We're going to continue with the outside run plays, as that's just something that we're good at. Fly ball for Tyler Croft is going to be responsible for blocking on this play. JC is going to get wrapped up there. 94 on the tackle. Again, notable injuries. Richie Incognito comes back next week. Leonard Williams comes back in a couple weeks along with a couple of others. Called a 2nd and 14 after the loss of yardage. Oh, John Kuhn in the game now at running back. Second and 14, Kuhn in the game. We're going to go ahead and have him block. He's already blocking, I believe. 10 seconds left on the play clock. Teddy Bridgewater drops back, throws a laser. Des Bryant's first reception of the game, fighting forward. Pickup of 10 for Des. Des Bryant had a monster game last week. 7 receptions, over 100 yards. I think he had almost 150 yards receiving last week, as well as a touchdown. Again, he's one of the focal points of our offense. 3rd and 3 here. Going to look to run it. Can James Carpenter make that block? Get to the second level, which he can. Jamal Charles cuts cuts inside. Wrapped up there by Darren Lee, the former New York Jet. He was involved in the trade that involved us getting Albert Wilson and Cameron Wake. Already off to a strong start. Kuhn again into block. Teddy Bridgewater drops back, steps up in the pocket. He's going to throw a laser. Des Bryant once again makes the catch and lifted off the ground with a tackle by Darren Lee. Make it a gain of 7. Des Bryant off to a pretty strong start already. Now as T takes over and substitutes come in, Quincy Anunwa in the slot. On 2nd and 3 comes a blitz. Throwing. Caught. Albert Wilson, the former Miami Dolphin, with the catch. Beautiful pitch and catch there. And the drive is still continuing, moving down the field, getting within field goal range here. Jamal Charles on a check and release, and he's going to get the ball dumped off to him. Oh, hit hard. Smacked as he goes down after a big hit. Here's a look at the New York Jets offense. Travis Swanson and Jari Evans have a very big day against those D tackles. JC's going to try and get going here. Tyler Croft and Des Bryant. And they continue the success that they had last week, as they pretty much dominated with 14 receptions total combined between the two. They were targeted a bunch. Dumping off Tyler Croft's first reception, and he's going to pick up gain of 5, maybe 6. We're going to get a look at this Dolphins defense. Very talented defense. William Hayes, Robert Quinn, Davon Godchon, Jordan Phillips, Darren Lee, Kiko, and Stephon Anthony, Kiko Alonso, one of the harder-hitting linebackers in the league. TJ McDonald, Rashad Jones, Bobby McCain, and the rookie, Minkah Fitzpatrick. I like the pickup of Minkah. I love watching Alabama. I remember when Minkah Fitzpatrick had, I believe it was like over 100, it was like a in the end zone pick 6. Picked it off, went yard to yard, and sacked, going down. Either Bryce or Bobby, one of the two. Bryce or Bobby McCain with the sack there, bringing up 4th and 9. Not a good start there, but a good solid drive to get him down in field goal range. And Kairos Santos up in the rain, and he pulled it. He pulled it to the left, his first miss. Was not expecting that. I thought I had it on the money, but I guess I didn't. Oh, I thought I was going to be able to run a 3-4. I guess I don't have the right playbook for that. Fine, we only have one good linebacker in Navarro Bowman. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and get it out of the play. And in the backfield, Kenyon Drake, another former Alabama alumni, wrapped up that time Tremaine Johnson, who had an interception last week. First tackle of the day. In the slot there is Kenny Stills. With the loss of Jarvis Landry, this Dolphins team is really not looking its best. Number 38, Bilal Powell, another person who was involved in the trade to get Cameron Wake and Albert Wilson. Cameron Wake, speaking of, on the tackle on Bilal Powell. Now I know there's a lot of people who believe that Bilal Powell is better than who we have. I don't believe that. I don't think that Bilal Powell he's just not in my game plan and just wasn't going to be a part of what my offense was going to bring. And Cameron Wake coming off the edge, almost getting a sack on his former teammate Ryan Tannehill. Bilal Powell makes the reception in the flat and gets wrapped up by Jarvis Jenkins. Or Jordan Jenkins, not Jarvis Jenkins. Jordan Jenkins for 4th and 5. And on to punt is, I believe it's Jordan Hack. Hack's punt is up. DeAnthony Thomas, former Oregon Duck, back to return. He bounces outside. He's going to spin inside. Makes one man miss and gets stopped as progression halts at the 23-yard line for him. Back out comes this offense who had a very nice drive, but the missed field goal was not a good start for him. But it was down far enough in enemy territory that it really didn't make that big of a difference. It was pretty much just like they flipped the field position. Going running to the left side this time. Until you have advantage against Pico. Decent blocks. And Jamal Charles wrapped up after only a gain of about 1. He's got 5 carries so far. Jamal Charles, I'm trying to turn into a 30 carry a game back, if at all possible. Is that going to be possible? Not 100% likely. It's really just dependent on certain. Calling on a 2nd and 9 here. Going to look to try and toss it out to JC once again. See if we can't get him going a little bit quicker instead of having the handoff. We're going to get him on the toss, and Jamal Charles on the toss. Makes one man miss. Tries to cut back inside and picks up a 1st down. Give him 22 yards on the day. He's already a third of the yardage that he had last week. Much better running lanes this time as we're able to bounce it to the outside a little bit more. These toss plays are really working for him. Sticking in the I formation, Teddy Bridgewater's going to go back out under center. And Teddy Bridgewater dropping back on a 1st and 10. He's going to roll to the right. And he's going to scramble, and he's going to duck out of bounds. Almost wrapped up there. Chased by Robert Quinn. Picks up 3 on the scramble play there. Very good awareness by Teddy Bridgewater to feel the pressure and get out of bounds. Or at least just get out of the pocket and make something happen. Avoid the sack and the loss of yardage. And that's something we've got to avoid, as we got sacked a good amount of times last week, and the main focus this week is to avoid those sacks. And with Richie Incognito coming back in, that's going to be Davion Smith fumbling, and John Kuhn falling on it. Davion Smith's first fumble, after he had a pretty solid performance last week as the power back for our offense. He makes some good plays as needed. And out comes the power back as it's Davion Smith. Oh, I don't really like the play call that I chose. I didn't think it was 3rd down. Rolling out, firing a laser, caught Tyler Croft, his 2nd reception today. Beautiful audible and change of play there by Teddy Bridgewater, making the adjustment and firing a beautiful pass right to Tyler Croft. Now, the rain is going to make catching the football very difficult in this game. John Kuhn in the strong I formation. Jamal Charles avoids 1 tackle, and he's going to stiff arm and fight his way forward for another good carry. Give him a gain of 9. Now see, the toss play seems to be the very good effective play to run with Jamal Charles. He's going to be in to block here. We're going to be looking to try and get John Kuhn back involved. We ran a lot of Texas concepts last week that got him involved, as well as some concepts that just dumped him out in the flat. Teddy Bridgewater is perfect still on the day. 7 for 7. John Kuhn makes it and just gets hit pretty hard there by number 48, 44. I don't know all the numbers of everybody. Nor do I really need to. I know my team. I don't need to know the opposing team too well. Sometimes it's just their number. 1st and 10 here. One-on-one matchup to the left side. Up and back, Teddy Bridgewater. Oop, he feels the pressure. He's going to roll out. He's looking for somebody. He's going to fire a laser. Tyler Croft makes the catch. Again, Teddy Bridgewater still perfect. 8 for 8. His 3rd reception of the day for Tyler Croft. He's already got 37 yards receiving. Offense is a little tired. We're going to go ahead and look for a toss here. See if we can get Jamal Charles in the end zone. Oh, and that's going to be a false start on the offense. Not the start they wanted.
False start, offense.
Who is that going to be on? Going to be on John Kuhn, the fullback. Again, we're still going to go with the play we chose. It's 1st and goal still, but it's 1st and goal at 14. Really hoping we can get these blocks and get Jamal Charles in the end zone. Jamal Charles on the toss. Gets 1 block and tries to cut upfield. Doesn't get the blocks needed. Loses 2 on the play. Going to call it a 2nd and goal. Going to go ahead and switch out to the gun this time. Emptying it out. We're going to flip it. We're going to be looking for Quincy Enunwa in the slot. Albert Wilson to the right. He get open, dropping back. Teddy Bridgewater with time. He's going to scramble. Teddy Bridgewater with space. And he's going to slide forward after a gain of 13. Beautiful job by Teddy Bridgewater. Feeling the pressure, stepping up in the pocket, and making the play to avoid getting sacked. And that's exactly why I like Teddy Bridgewater. He's a little bit quicker than Sam Darnold. It's a 3rd and goal here, so we can't experiment with that QB draw that I really want to. As much as I would love to, it is not something that is going to be the smartest decision here on 3rd and goal. Jamal Charles in the backfield. Tyler Croft to the right side. And throwing it. Tyler Croft makes the reception. Touchdown, New York Jets. As they get the start and the lead here in this 1st quarter. Very good adjustment. And notice the lack of coverage there. Now, probably should have waited until he turned around. Do it a little bit prematurely. Lucky he was able to turn around and catch that. A kick by Cairo Santos. This time is good for the extra point. 11 play, 80-yard, 4-minute drive to score for the Jets. Now the question is, will Miami retaliate? Can they return Jakeem Grant just inside the end zone? He's fast. He's one of the fastest players in the game. Looking at a 96 speed rating. 1 second left in this 1st quarter of play. Tannehill in the gun with Bilal Powell to his right. Devontae Parker in the slot. Handoff to Powell. Powell's going to get brought down by number 98, Mike Pennell. And that's going to end the 1st quarter of play as BP tried to make the cutback. Jets lead here, 7-0 at the end of 1st. And we're back, 2nd and 8 here to go, as the Dolphins have possession of the football. Got a stack to the left side. Amendola and Stills on the left side in a stack. And the quick pass almost intercepted there. Jamal Adams. Nope, Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. My bad. DRC made the break on the ball that time. And almost had a pick. Came in and made the stop. Deflect the pass away. A.J. Derby in at tight end. Powell out in the flat. Quick pass. A.J. Derby makes the catch and holds on for a 1st down, but there's a flag on the play.
Holding. Offense.
That is going to be a holding call on the offense. We're going to go ahead and accept that. Makes that a 3rd and
Still
18 now. So A.J. Derby's catch, and him being able to hold on to no avail. Tannehill with time. Tries to dump it off to Bilal Powell. That's going to bring up a 4th and 18. Not a great start for Ryan Tannehill today. Is 1 for 3 with only a 7-yard reception. Here is Hack once again for the punt. Anthony Thomas back again with another opportunity to make some magic happen. Oh, he tried to cut it back to the left side and didn't get the blocks needed. Only a 12 yards average per return so far. Not a great start for him. Go ahead and get the ground game going with number 28, Davion Smith. I keep wanting to say Davion. Smith. Teddy Bridgewater's handoff to Davion Smith. He bounces outside. He's got space. He's going to break 1 tackle. Breaks almost 2 tackles and picks up a big first down. That's what he's known for, is ripping through contact. He's a small back. He's a little short, stout, strong back. He may not have the best speed in the world. He's got the strength to make anything happen. He's slow enough and patient enough. Reminds me a lot of Le'Veon Bell. In the gun. Handoff to Charles. Charles with space. As he picks up a first down. Man, I can't speak today. Big hole, good blocks. Beautiful job. Probably should have gone with a spin move right there in the middle. Jamal Charles looking like his old self already. John Kuhn in the game here. Teddy B dropping back. Dumping to Kuhn. He's going to break 1 tackle. John Kuhn in the open space. And he's going to get hit hard. Rashad Jones makes the tackle, forces him out of bounds. Teddy Bridgewater still 10 for 10, and he is perfect on the day. John Kuhn again getting involved. He's such a utility back. He breaks 1, and he's got open space. Man, John Kuhn is looking impressive today. Oh, Stephon Anthony also in chase, but Rashad Jones was the one who made the tackle, forced him out of bounds. He tried to lower his shoulder. Rashad Jones is just a really good safety, forced him out of bounds. Nicely done. I like it. Gonna run a draw here on the 7-yard line. Can we score twice on 2 drives? About to find out. And the draw play. And he breaks through 1. Gets him about 5. 10 carries, 49 yards so far. Here we go. We're going to look for the toss this time. Jamal Charles is the back. We'll look to toss it to him. And the toss to Jamal Charles is good, and the touchdown for Jamal Charles as he spikes it. His first touchdown, I believe, of the year. Can't remember if he had a rushing touchdown last week or not. He gets in easily. Jamal Charles returning to form. And the extra point by Kairos Santos is again good, as the Jets pull out to a 2-score lead over the Dolphins. 2 games in a row, the Jets have had the momentum and have taken the game to the other team. No return for Jakeem Grant there, as they handily beat the Lions last week. Will they have a repeat performance of a nice, strong win this time? We will find out. Tannehill under center. Kenyon Drake is back. Play action for Tannehill. All the time in the world. Scrambling. Fumble. Picked up by Cameron Wake. His first fumble recovery of the new season. Tannehill, turning to his former glory, as being known as problem child of this offense. He's going to get sacked there. Henry Anderson credited with the sack, and Cameron Wake credited with the fumble recovery. Coming out on with all cylinders here on the 10-yard line. We're going to run the QB draw. I want to see if Teddy Bridgewater can pick up some big yardage. There we go. He gets it. It's a draw play. Travis Swanson, and he's going to pick up a gain of 3. Travis Swanson a little bit slow on that block. Eddie B stays in the gun. He drops back. He's looking. He's looking. He's going to fire out to the flat. Quincy Enunwa makes the catch. Gain of 5. Teddy Bridgewater still perfect on the day. Man, that is a streak right there. If he can keep that streak, man, he has not missed a pass. You looking for Quincy Enunwa or Robbie Anderson? We're going to let Des Bryant run an out route, and we're going to go ahead and have Jamal Charles run a drag. Dropping back, Teddy Bridgewater. Oh, he's looking for space, but he's got space to scramble for a touchdown. 3-score lead as this Jets team takes over. Again, this is on All-Pro. Flasco's realism sliders. I haven't updated for the week yet. I do need to go do that. Seems a little bit too easy. He's probably going to update the CPU's passing ability. $21-0. Jets lead in Miami. Jakeem Grant way back in the back of the end zone. No return for him. As this Dolphins squad is going to come out and try and get something going. They've just been struggling all day so far. Not a good look for them. They have a bunch to the left side, wrapped up. Law Powell, no running, no room to run there. Loss of yards, 2nd and 11. This Jets team is just really showing strength. Tannehill with the draw play, handoff, Kenyon Drake. Only he's barely going to get back to the line of scrimmage. All right, in the gun, Ryan Tannehill with Bilal Powell to his left. Drops back in the gun with time. All day to throw, dumps it. Kenny Stills not quite able to get to the first down marker. Called a gain of 10. Wrapped up there, Trey Boston this time. Another punt here for Hack, his 3rd on the day. Punt. Be towards the sideline. Bouncing it. And hit hard there by number 39. Mike Mitchell makes the hit. Stops him dead in his tracks at the 20. We're going to go ahead and try and keep it on the ground here with 5.5 minutes remaining in this first half. Jets with a very nice lead. Might as well just go ahead and pad the stats of Jamal Charles and get his numbers back up to where they need to be. Because he's going to lose 2 on the play, and that's exactly why we've got to give him some carry. And look to try and run to the left side. We're going to go ahead and try and run on all 3 downs and then punt if necessary. Well, it looks like a blitz. I'm not liking it. Go ahead and adjust here. We're going to go ahead and put Kyler Croft in the block. And dropping back and throwing a laser, but intercepted Darren Lee. I didn't see him. Oh, he snuck in there. I saw him right as I threw it, and I immediately knew that was a mistake. Should have thrown it to Dez. Tried to hit Robbie Anderson on the right side. Darren Lee is just waiting for it. Is this the turnover they need? They're at the 21-yard line, so they basically have driven down the field for free. They punted the ball, stopped us at the 20, and now they have an opportunity to score. any points. They keep trying to run it. Do they not understand that running the ball is not doing them any good? Running the ball is not helping them. High formation. Frank Gore in the backfield in the handoff. Immediately wrapped up by Henry Anderson. Henry Anderson, the former Indianapolis Colt, is already making his, his name, his presence felt. 3rd and 11 now. Again, in a bad situation for the Dolphins. They just can't get anything going here in the rain. I thought we were in Miami. My bad. I kept thinking that. And the catch! And the touchdown! A.J. Derby! Despite the big hit by Jamal Adams, he was able to cross the plane. And that's a quick strike. Beautiful pass there by Ryan Tannehill, as I got a little bit distracted. I'm not, of course, usering anybody, but wasn't quite paying attention. Blair Walsh for the extra point. As now the Dolphins are only down by 2 scores. 4 minutes left. Back to return to Anthony Thomas on the kickoff return. And cutting it inside, bouncing to outside. And he had an opportunity. Was 1 man away. He would have been gone. DeAnthony Thomas, if he would have cut inside, he would have had that. With just about 4 minutes left. Jets are going to try and continue to play strong. Jamal Charles with room, makes a man miss, and a flag on the play. More than likely going to be a holding call.
Holding offense.
Holding on the offense, so that run is going to get negated. That's on Jari Evans.
Still first down.
Former long-time Green Bay Packer and New Orleans Saint. Going to be a 1st and 16. Handoff. Charles once again with lots of space. He picks up about 10 there on that play. Brings it back to a 2nd and 5. Now we're going to go ahead and try and bounce to the outside here on 2nd and 5. Looks like they are coming down. They are ready for this. Like a blitz might be a possibility here. No blitz. Dropping back. Teddy Bridgewater's going to fire a laser. Caught Des Bryant. Almost threw another pick that time. And in comes Davion Smith. Motion there. Big run wrapped up there. Kiko Alonso makes the tackle. And who remembers in the Ravens' 3rd preseason game when Kiko Alonso went over to the Ravens' sideline? Stood there for a minute. Not sure what he was doing. Got a little bit turned around. I think there is going to be a blitz to that right side, so we're going to run it right up the middle. Jamal Charles wrapped up that time. Devon Godchaux, I believe. 14 carries already, about halfway. That's William Hayes. About halfway to his goal. A little play action play here on 3rd. And that's going to be a sack. William Hayes. He gets back to the quarterback. Not fooled by the play action on 3rd down. That's going to bring up 4th and 16. That's the punt. First punt for Lachlan Edwards today. Oh, he had some trouble holding on to it. It's going to get blocked. And picked up. Trey Elston with the fumble recovery. And again, the Dolphins will get possession in Jet territory. Right near the red zone, and the troubles begin for the closing out of the Jets. The Jets trying to close out this game, and they're already struggling. Handoff, Bilal Powell. He spins out one man and is wrapped up there. Jamal Adams there to make the play. All day 2nd and 6. With 2 minutes and 11 seconds left in this first half. Ryan Tannehill empties it out. He drops back. He's looking. He fires, and wide open Mike Gesicki for another touchdown. 2 touchdown passes today for Tannehill, both to his tight ends. Not a good start to try and close out the game. Not a great way to end the first half for the Jets. Already 2 unanswered points. 2 unanswered scores. 14 total points. Miami is within 1 score of this game. Gotten lucky on 2 accounts. Lachlan Edwards struggled with the snap on the punt. And with a lane. And D'Anthony Thomas breaks away. He's almost gone. 1 man away, brought down by Trey Elston. 31 yards per return. He was 1 man away. As he found the hole, he jumped over one, broke through another. If he would have beaten Trey Elston, he would have been gone. D'Anthony Thomas showing his prowess on kick return. And putting the Jets in a beautiful starting position here. Jamal Charles is the back in the I formation, bouncing into the outside. Lead back is John Kuhn. Jamal Charles with space, makes a man miss, and he's going to pick up a big gain. Wrapped up there by number 28. And that's going to put him close to the 100-yard mark, as he's about 89 yards after about 15 carries. Beautiful blocks, beautiful reading of everything, as Jamal Charles is already making people look silly. Tyler Croft in tight end spot. There's a blitz coming. He's going to slide the offensive line to the right. We're going to go ahead and let John Kuhn run block for us as we play action here. He picks up the block, firing way out of the back of the end zone. Intended for Dez Bryant that time. Didn't see the wide open tight end. On 2nd and 10. And we're actually going to hand it off to Charles up the middle. Like they're going to be blitzing off the right side. Going to run up the middle, big hit that time. Looks like Darren Lee coming in to make the smack. JC hits 90 yards already. Darren Lee with 6 tackles already in the first half, man. If he continues this, I'm seeing a player of the week for Darren Lee. Max Protect is going to be the focal point here. And chased. And sacked. Is that McCain's 2nd sack? I believe so. I didn't quite see who made the play. But not a great start, as he came screaming through. And he's going to put it in and shanked it. Cairo Santos misses his 2nd field goal today. Not good. They are all the way back in their own territory, though, at least. They have to go 34 yards to score. 34. They have to go 66 yards to score. And a deep pass. Looking for Devontae Parker. Going to get wrapped up there. Looks like DRC and Navarro Bowman in on the play that time. 33 seconds. 1 timeout for Miami. Tannehill dropping back with time in the gun. All the time in the world. Throwing it up. Caught. Kenny Stills will score. 50 yards on the bomb. Blown coverage, and the Dolphins have come back in this first half to tie it up before halftime. And the Dolphins get the ball to start the second half. What a play. What is going on with this Jets defense is they just let up 21 unanswered points. D'Anthony Thomas back to return again. He's going to fake it to the left. He's going to the right. He cuts it back to the middle with 21 seconds and 3 timeouts. Can this Jets team make something out of it? Teddy Bridgewater comes out. He's got to be clutch. He has been under pressure all day, been sacked multiple times once again by the lack of protection by this offensive line. He's going to empty it out with 21 seconds. He's got Dez Bryant to the left. He's got Robbie Anderson to the right. He's going to send Dez Bryant on a straight go. And he's got Dez Bryant, and he puts it up for Dez. And Dez incomplete. Not quite fast enough with 15 seconds left. He's going to keep the empty set formation here. He's looking for mismatches. Jamal Charles is not one of them. Des Bryant is not one of them. Well, it is. Des Bryant's going to be running a fade. They're going to have Jamal Charles run an out route just to kind of take the man away. And he's looking and he's heaving for Robbie Anderson this time. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick with 8 seconds left. This offense has just struggled to make plays. Mistake after mistake. They try and kick field goals and they're missing. As the Dolphins have come back from a 3-score deficit to tie it up before halftime with a 50-yard bomb and 2 turnovers. As this game goes to halftime. Holy plays, holy game. And it's been on the mistakes of the Jets offense and defense. Basically gift wrapping and handing the Dolphins their points. Dolphins lead with 3 takeaways. And just lead the game in general. Here's the halftime report. Going to look at some of the games in the rest of the country. Buffalo, one of our division rivals. Josh Allen leading the charge there. Tie game just about at halftime there for him. Bills are 1-0. And where else are we going? We're going down south to Tampa Bay. Philadelphia, the championship Eagles, defending their title as they lost to Atlanta last week in a close game, 26-23. They are now leading 13-0 over the Bucs. Atlanta, the people who beat the Eagles, out to a pretty good game so far. Panthers-Falcons division rivalry there. Very, very tightly contested contest there. Beautiful Calvin Ridley with 2 receptions, 67 yards, and a touchdown. Matt Ryan having a pretty good day as well. Tannehill already has 3 touchdown passes. 1 to Kenny Stills, 1 to Mike Gesicki, and 1 to A.J. Derby. And he's going to have a chance to drive down and score once again, unless this defense can hold. And Jakeem Grant's going to take a knee. Put him back to 25. Can this Jets team stop them? Hold them to a 3-and-out. That's all this Jets team has got to do. Running some man-to-man. Jamal Adams and DRC to the right of your screen here. And the play action intended for Powell. He's going to throw it quick. Danny Amendola, the former New England Patriot, is going to make the reception that time. On a 22-yard reception on the first down play action. Again, like I said, these slider sets, they make it difficult enough. Handoff this time to Powell, wrapped up by Trey Boston and Bowman on the play. Adam Gase happy with his team as they've come back after the mistakes they've made. They pretty much adjusted after the first quarter. 2 tight end set to the left side this time. Kenyon Drake in the game. And a play action for Kenyon Drake. And the quick pass, and a beautiful pass over the heads of Bowman and number 54 Avery Williamson as he hands it right into the breadbasket of Danny Amendola. What a play. That is something we can't have happening, as they've already, in only a couple of plays, moved into scoring position. With only a minute passed in this third quarter. Tannehill rolling out and broken up that time. That is Bowman on the pass breakup there. Nicely done by Bowman to guard the tight end. Cameron Wake was close to a sack that time. He's got to close in on them. Bilal Powell in the game, in the gun. Tannehill drops back. He's looking all the time in the world. An incomplete pass. Thrown at the dirt. Water's a little bit slippery, man. Got to make sure you got a firm grasp of that football. Tannehill in the gun. Oh, false start there by the running back. Bilal Powell in the backfield. He jumped a little early.
Offense.
That's going to drive him back 5 yards. Jets hoping to hold them to at least 3 here. or less. The rain and wind has been pretty devastating. Tannehill in the gun, dropping back, he's looking, he's got time. He's going to throw and caught, except it's dropped. Dropped by A.J. Derby, broken up that time by the safety Trey Boston. Blair Walsh on the kick, and it is good. He barely gets it over the crossbar, but puts it in for 3. Miami leads 24-21 in this very, very close game of 2 interconference, interdivision rivals. D'Anthony Thomas on the return. He's a speedster. Almost broke one earlier, brings it out to the 29-yard line. Jamal Charles is the back. He's almost got a 100-yard game, and he also has a rushing touchdown today. Here's the handoff. JC with space. He's going to make a man miss as he brings it out. He's going to be at 99 yards carrying or rushing today. Well surpassing what he did last week, as he had just about the same amount of carries and only 67 yards. Rocking 99 and a touchdown already. 2nd and 1. Gonna run a play-action play here. See if we can get them to fall for it. Except never mind, we're gonna run it. We're gonna run the original play. We're gonna reset. Hand off to Jamal Charles, getting outside, and he's not gonna get the first. Wrapped up by T.J. McDonald. Calling a 3rd and 1. Staying in the pistol this time. Tyler Croft is the tight end. And at the back, sliding for the first down after just scrambling to pick it up. No hurry to throw it. He just wanted the first. Don't have any pistol QB draw plays for him. Again, we're going to stay in the pistol this time. Des Brown has a one-on-one on the left side. If that safety moves, the pump fake. Again, space for Teddy Bridgewater to scramble. He has 6 carries, 36 yards, and a rushing touchdown today. They are giving him all the time in the world. Well, I mean, he's not really getting all the time, but he's getting all the space because they're dropping back to cover rather than try and stay at home. Handoff this time. Jamal Charles wrapped up by Stephon Anthony. And that's going to put him over the 100-yard mark for the game. Here we go, looking to pass here. JC in the game. He's going to be running a check and release route here. Dropping back and rolling out. Looking, dumping. Jamal Charles makes the catch. Tries to make a man miss. Are they going to give him forward progression? Yes, they will. He falls forward for a first down. First reception, or second reception for Jamal Charles. A beautiful job by him. Jamal Charles is just such a vital part, and he's returning to his former form, and I'm loving it. All right, we're going to switch to a pass play here. We're going to get John Kuhn to block for us. I'm not liking the defense that they are running. I'm going to get Chris Conley running a slant inside here. And that's almost picked by Darren Lee a second time. Not a good start. I like that fade out. I like that post pattern there for the tight end. John Kuhn in again to block in case of blitz. No blitz, but pressure is felt and sacked. William Hayes gets to him a second time. That brings up a 3rd and long. And the struggles continue for this offense. Here we go, 3rd and very long. Not even close to field goal range. They would have to punt. They can't pick it up this time. Jamal Charles is going to pass block as they need protection. And they're going to send Tyler Croft on a slant route inside. We've got a deep comeback for Robbie Anderson. Dropping back, no pressure. And he's going to get sacked. Wrapped up by Robert Quinn. Almost every person on that D-line has a sack today. And that's going to call on a punt. He had all day to throw. Had to wait. He was waiting for Dez Bryant to get open. He needed the first down and couldn't quite get it. There's the bounce. Looks like they're going to get a good punt, Lachlan Edwards. Showing a bright spot, pinning him inside the 20 at the 10. So looking to try and continue the success and hopefully holding them to no points here on defense. Back is Kenyon Drake. Pinching close, watching a run here. No run, but throwing quick and broken up. DRC doing a good job. The veteran making plays. Doing a very, very nice job for DRC. Stack to the right side. Dropping back. He's dumping it. Mike Gesicki holds on, but only picks up a gain of 3. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 7. Going to be a pass here. Going to go ahead and spread that D-line out, and they're going to try and see if they can get some pressure on Tannehill. Tannehill not sacked yet, and Kenny Stills fumbles it. And it's picked up by the defense. Kenny Stills got smacked by somebody. I didn't quite see who. I didn't get a chance to re-see it. Let's see. Smacked there. Is that Navarro Bowman or Jordan Jenkins? Jamal Charles with 20 carries almost. Go ahead and get a counter going for Jamal Charles. I mean, I know he had some success with those in Kansas City. Of course, they have a much better offensive line than we do. We're going to see if we can get Jamal Charles some success. Jari Evans not really the best, but Jamal Charles picking up the first down. Keeping it on the ground, and a beautiful job for Jamal Charles. And looking to keep it on the ground. Looks like the back is going to be Davion Smith. Pulling inside, and the handoff to Smith as he's going to get back to the line just barely. Make it a 2nd and 10. Here we go. We are looking for Dez Bryant in the end zone. This play is run correctly, then Dez Bryant should get wide open, but he doesn't. Scrambling. Teddy Bridgewater is going to slide and pick up a good gain again. Makes it a 3rd and 2. Looking for a shallow cross concept here. Going to be looking for a drag and an in route. Clive Walford get his first touchdown today? We will find out. Dropping back. Firing an interception, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Chased down by Teddy Bridgewater. He's going to get wrapped up. Teddy Bridgewater's 2nd pick today. Tried to throw the out route to Dez Bryant. To no avail. Will the Jets lose their first game to the Dolphins? Possibly. Based on the mistakes of this offense. This defense is doing a good job. The offense has got to do a better job. The offense was off to a hot start in the beginning of the game. I'm guessing the rain's just wearing down on them. 3 receivers to the right side. In the pistol. Handoff to Drake. Drake makes a man miss and hit hard by Cameron Wake. Cameron Wake's homecoming, or Cameron Wake's first game against the Dolphins, his former team, so far not liking it. He hasn't gotten a sack yet. Oh, off to a quick get off there that time. Devontae Parker over the middle, though. Ryan Tannehill, 200 yards, 3 touchdowns, 12 for 18. He is having a beautiful day. Gotta get pressure on Ryan Tannehill now. Play action and sacked. Going down, Vernon Hargraves brings him down. They send pressure with a cornerback blitz, and Vernon Hargraves is able to bring him down. I mean, it's early in the season. You can take some losses. And really, it's just you're still feeling out your team. Throwing it to the sidelines and picked off. Tremaine Johnson makes the pick. Back-to-back games with interceptions. And that's exactly why they picked him up from the Rams. Tremaine Johnson. Watch this once again. He makes the diving interception and is able to get both feet down. What a play for Tremaine Johnson that time. And they're not going to, of course, challenge it. It was a clean pick. No question about it. Teddy Bridgewater under center, dropping back. He's going to fire a shot. And PI on the play. Looks like that's going to be on number 28. Intended that time for Robbie Anderson.
Defense.
It'll be on Bobby McCain, and that's going to give him a first down at 31.
Automatic first down.
That moves him close to field goal range. Again, under center. Teddy Bridgewater dropping back. Dumping off. Probably should have dumped it off to Kuhn. A 2-yard reception. Call it a yard. We're going to run a wham play. So a wham play is a concept. So it's basically it can be referred to as a wham or a crack concept. As you can see, there's going to be Tyler Croft, and he's going to motion, and he's going to hit somebody. Jamal Charles is going to trip. He had an open lane to the end zone there. He tripped and fell. Don't tell me Davion Smith. Thank you. I don't need Davion Smith in the game for cosplay. It's a very nice concept. I like crack and wham concepts. Give me the blocks. Jamal Charles wrapped up. He didn't get the blocks. Couldn't quite bounce it, and that's going to call upon Cairo Santos for a 41-yard field goal attempt. Can he drill it? He's perfect. And he puts it up and in to tie it up, 24 apiece. With 35 seconds left in this third quarter, the Jets finally get a break. They're able to get some points. Santos to kick it off. Back to return Jakeem Grant. Take a knee. After the Tremaine Johnson pick, they were able to get some points. I mean, that's all that really matters. Of course, 7 would have been nicer. 3 tight ends to the left side. Are they going to run it? Oh, it's a play action. He's going to dump it off. Frank Gore with the catch. Still showing he's got some life left in those legs. Gain of 9 on the reception. Third tackle for Avery Williamson in this game. Again, 3 tight end sets. Well, the defense is expecting a run. They're going to pinch it down. And another play action play, and this time he's sacked. Navarro Bowman gets to the quarterback. Todd Bowles, we have 3 sacks today. I didn't realize we had 3 sacks. And that's going to end the third quarter of play. It's a tie game. Bowman just got a sack, and that might be the play they need. They only need one more play to stop him. Tremaine Johnson got the interception to get them in field goal range to at least get them some points. But this Dolphins team has shown some life. They're not going to give up. They almost got shut out. As you can see, Jets scored in the first, and then it was a big scoring quarter for the Dolphins. They need 8 yards for a first. They're going to empty, they're going to spread it out a little bit, going from the gun. Derby in at tight end. Looks like he might be wide open, and an incomplete pass, but there's a flag on the play. Might be a roughing the passer call.
Holding. Offense.
Nope, that's going to be a holding call, and declining it,
That penalty is declined.
forcing the punt, is what's going to happen. 4th and 8. They're going to be forced to punt. Hack on to punt for like 4th or 5th time tonight. And here he goes. The left-footed punter is going to put it way back for DeAnthony Thomas. And the blocks. Gets one block. Tries to make a man miss, and he trips and falls. Brought down. Tony Lippett's going to be credited with the tackle. Got a lot of open space. Teddy Bridgewater coming back out. He's thrown 2 or 3 picks already. He's also been under a ton of duress. He's been under pressure all game. But he's been doing a great job on the ground, keeping his feet moving. He's got a good amount of carries, as well as he's also got a good amount of yards and a rushing touchdown. Good block. Davion Smith gonna run it and pick up a good gain of first down. Call it a gain of 7. In the single back, Jamal Charles is gonna be the back, looking to pick up a first down on 2nd and 3. There it is, and running, picking it up, and wrapped up that time by William Hayes. But he's going to be credited with the first down carry. 23 carries, 123 yards for Mr. Charles. Kuhn as the fullback in the game. Under center, Teddy Bridgewater is going to drop back. He's going to dump it. And Kiko Alonso was in the vicinity to make the tackle, and that's going to be bringing him just back to the line of scrimmage on 2nd and 10. Bridgewater has yet to get Bryant involved. This time in the 4th. Tried to force it to Dez. He's trying to get it in the hands of his playmakers. He's really struggling to do so. In the backfield is Charles. Charles is going to be called in to block. And dropping back, he's going to fire a laser. That's going to be to Tyler Croft, who's going to get hit hard by TJ McDonald, but there's a flag on the play. And this could be a holding call.
Holding. Offense.
And it will be. Are they going to go 4th and 3 or 3rd and 20? They're going to go 4th and 3. They're at their 50-yard line. They're going to go for it. They are confident. Now they could get sacked if they feel pressure. He's going to scramble. Teddy Bridgewater feels the pressure. He picks up the first and more on 4th and 3. What a play. Huge clutch play by Teddy Bridgewater that time. They get into field goal range and they score a field goal. They will have a lead. And with the way this defense has been playing, they might, just might, be able to seal it. Spinning. Jamal Charles able to spin inside and pick up a first down, or pick up not a first down, but a good gain on first down. Calling on a 2nd and 6. Kuhn in the game. Going to be changing the play this time. Bridgewater in the gun. He's looking. He's a fire pass. Des Bryant makes the catch. Tony Lippett on the tackle there. Bryant's 4th reception today with 42 yards. He's had some opportunities to make some plays. They haven't really tested him deep. They've pretty much made sure TJ McDonald has been in that vicinity to prevent them from going deep to him. Dumping it off this time, Clive Walford's first reception, I believe. 3 picks, though, for Teddy Bridgewater is not a nice performance. Really got to limit the interceptions. Got to limit the amount of times that they're going to be in these horrible situations. Quincy Nunwa to the right side. And dumping it to Charles. Makes a man miss. Charles is going to pick up close to the first down. If they don't give it to him, he'll be close. They give him a 3rd and inches. Really needing this one. Go. And the handoff. Davion Smith with space. He's going to get hit hard by Rashad Jones, but he picks up the first down and more. Bringing him down to the 11. Liking the plays that were being offered here. 1st and 10. In play action. Davion Smith. This time he's going to dump it off to Clive Walford. Clive Walford's going to plow forward for a gain of 2. 6.5 minutes left in the game. 2nd and 8. I'm going to go play action roll to the right this time. Once again, a play action play. Rolling out. Looking. Not finding anything. Scrambling. And in the end zone, Teddy Bridgewater. His 2nd rushing touchdown today. He may have thrown 1 touchdown and 3 picks, but he's evened out with 2 rushing touchdowns. Cairo Santos on to kick, and that's the lead. As the Jets lead by 7 in a close, very, very close game. 6 minutes left for this Dolphins team to try and come and score. If they score, they'll tie it up and could possibly send it to overtime, but this might be the score they needed. Jakeem Grant on the return. He's fast, and he's going to get wrapped up there by Josh Martin. Bringing him out to the 28. Tannehill has a big situation here. 1st and 10 at the 28. He has to go 72 yards to score. He's going to throw a quick pass. This time caught. Kenny Stills. That's a good start. He's got to keep making plays like that. Kenny Stills has got to get open. He's got 227 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a pick. Not quite as interception prone as Teddy Bridgewater today. To his right is Powell. Tannehill in the gun. He's dropping back. He's looking with time. On the comeback route, Kenny Stills wrapped up that time by none other than Trumaine Johnson, who's been guarding him almost all game, picking up a first down. Staying in the gun. Firing, incomplete. Knocked away that time by Trumaine Johnson. A quick pass fired, incomplete. Looked like it was intended for Kenny Stills that time. On 3rd and 10, with 5 minutes left, a first down conversion will keep the drive alive. Tannehill looking, firing, caught by Powell, and stopped just shy of the marker. Gonna bring up 4th and 2. Will they call upon the field goal unit? No, they will not. They will be going for it. Needing a score here late. Halfway through this 4th quarter, 4th and 2. 2 tight end single back set. Handoff to Drake. Drake's got it. He's got the first down easily. His 5th carry, but only 4 yards today for him. Not a good look for him. Tannehill. With time, finds Gesicki, his tight end. On 2nd and inches, inching closer to the end zone. Play action. Incomplete, felt the pressure. Very, very even contest. Jets have rushed for more and passed for a decent amount. Dolphins have had no run game as of any knowledge today. Tannehill under center on a 3rd and inches. He's going to fire a quick one to A.J. Derby. Kept in bounds. First and 10 here again. Play action for Tannehill as he's chased and sacked. Brought down by Jordan Jenkins. Surprised that Cameron Wake didn't get there. And that's going to be a false start. That's going to push him back to make it a 2nd.
False start. Offense.
22. And another false start. Pushing back to a 2nd and 27.
False start. Offense.
And the Dolphins shooting themselves in the foot now late game, trying to get the defense to jump, but of course to no avail. This defense is well taught. Cameron Wake in that signature track stance of his. He comes off. He's trying, almost gets there. Wrapped up. Oh, incomplete. Forced incomplete by Neville Hewitt. The gun, Tannehill looking, rolling, knocked away. Cameron Wake swatted it down. On 4th and 27, they're going to go for the field goal to bring them closer. And the field goal is good to bring them within 4. Touchdown this time for the Dolphins. We'll pull them away and get them the win. Back to return once again. DeAnthony Thomas is already having a good return day today. He's almost broken it once. He can bring it back to the 25, call it the 24, just shy. And here come the Jets, who are going to be looking to keep it on the ground. Drive down, kick a field goal, and go back up by a touchdown. Davion Smith gets the carry. He's going to run outside and get wrapped up there by number 95, William Hayes. William Hayes has just been making plays left, right, and center. Bridgewater in the gun, handoff. Davion Smith once again. And another pick up there for Davion. All at a 3rd and 3. Going single back. And the running back this time is John Kuhn. Can John Kuhn pick up 3 yards? And he's going to plow forward and no luck. Punt. Lachlan Edwards gets the hold of it. Puts it deep. Danny Amendola is going to fair catch it at the 20. 80 yards. Tannehill in the gun. Devontae Parker with the reception. Emptying it out. Tannehill. Looking, firing, caught. Parker once again. As the 2-minute warning hits. 5 receptions for Parker now. 53 yards for him. And here we go. 2nd and inches as the Dolphins are driving, trying to get closer and closer. They need a touchdown to win. 3 points isn't going to do them anything. A slipped receiver, Kenny Stills makes the catch, brought down there by a gang of Jets tacklers. And a deep pass to Amendola, incomplete. Second and 10. One tight end under center. Tannehill looks, finds Parker. There's a flag on the play though. Looks like it could be a holding call.
Holding offense.
And we're going to go and accept that.
Still 2nd down.
Draw play to Powell. He's wrapped up. Pennell brings him to the turf. Marcus May is in the game now. Tannehill firing way, overthrowing his tight end, A.J. Derby. That brings up 4th and 14. They need to convert or the game is over. They convert here, they still have a chance. They fail to convert, it is game over. Tannehill rolling and intercepted by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And that is it. The game is over. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie showing his veteran leadership and ending the game, putting it on ice. The handoff will go to a couple of times to Davion Smith. He's going to get hit hard, but a few timeouts that will be called. There's a tie game in Tennessee and Texas for Houston. Jets lead 31-27 in this very, very exciting game. But the Jets are close to icing it. A couple more handoffs here. And a tackle behind the line. And a final timeout for Dolphins. Third and 3. Needing a first down. I don't know what happened to Jamal Charles. Did he get hurt? No. I don't know what happened to Jamal Charles. Maybe he's just been really, really tired. I mean, he ran for his century mark and had way more than a century mark. Davion Smith following Jari Evans. Davion Smith makes a big run. And with that run, Looks like after a kneel down, one kneel down will do it, and this game will be over. There he is. There's JC. Guess he was just tired. And taking the knee, Teddy Bridgewater, getting his second win as the leading quarterback. Of this Jets team. He notches the second victory in his belt. And this Jets team moves to 2-0. There were a lot of plays that Teddy Bridgewater made today. There were a lot of plays that this defense made today. And there were also a lot of plays that the Dolphins made. Game ended very beautifully. Defense finally came up clutch. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie sealed the game with that pick. Almost had a pick six. He would have been able to sidestep and avoid the tackle of that one man. That would have been a pick six, and the game would have been hilarious. Time to take a look at the stats. Teddy Bridgewater didn't have a very good passing day today. 20 for 27, so decently accurate, but his QB rating, horrible because he threw 3 picks. If he didn't throw those 3 picks, might be a completely different story. You might have a decent, much better day. Let's take a look at the Jets. Rushing, Jamal Charles had 24 carries. That's about what I'm looking for. Between 20 and 30 carries a game for him. At 24 carries, 127 yards, and a touchdown. No fumbles for him. Davion Smith fumbled it once off of 11 carries. Teddy Bridgewater carried it 10 times. Davion Smith and Teddy had both the same amount of rushing yards, 64. Most receptions today was by Tyler Kroft. He had 48 yards and a touchdown. Des Bryant had 4 receptions for 42 yards and no touchdowns. Gotta get him another one here soon. Blocking, Jari Evans and Brandon Shell both led up sacks. Jordan Jenkins led the team in solo tackles. Assisted was led by Navarro, and total was led by Navarro. Tackles for loss was 3 by Henry Anderson. Sacks, Vernon Hargraves, Bowman, Henry Anderson, and Jordan Jenkins all had a sack. 2 picks today for our defense. Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie and Tremaine Johnson. Kicking. Right, Cairo Santos made 1 of 3 field goals today. He had all of his extra points, but he missed 2 field goals. Not a good sign for him. Lachlan Edwards had 3 punts. Not bad. Kick return, 172 yards. Almost broke one. And 4 punt returns for 47. But finish the game. Head back to menu. We'll go in advance. And 3 upgrades. I don't know how Orleans Darkwa got any XP, considering he didn't play. But we'll go ahead and start putting some points into his receiving back trait. Makes him a 77 overall. Gives him some nice receiving back stats. John Kuhn gets to upgrade. Gonna boost his blocking stats. Make him a much better blocking fullback. Brian Winters gonna boost his pass protector, and that should move him. Increasing his pass block and pass block power should make him now a scheme fit right guard. So after that, oh, guess who we get? Guess who we get back? We're gonna jump ahead. We play the Browns. Week 3 going up against my favorite man. We have 2 people returning from injury, thank God. One of my favorite players, Baker Mayfield, who I'm super excited to see. Alright. We're going to make the draft class. It is on week 3 that the draft class is going to be available, so I'm going to go check the comments. I'm going to talk to a couple of people. I'm going to make some player likenesses. Get people to look like some of my friends and myself. And then we will come back next week. I appreciate all the support. We're going to go ahead and throw Spencer Long in the starting center spot, as he is much better pass blocker. He's just better in general than Travis Swanson. Travis Swanson had his opportunities to make some plays. And Richie Incognito will be coming back from injury, thankfully. So he'll be replacing James Carpenter. As you can see, he has much better awareness, much better pass block power, and pass block footwork. He's Not a very good run blocker, but neither was James Carpenter, and I'm not really looking to run it too much. He has 93 lead block and 89 impact blocking, so he's a good run blocker in the fact that he can lead. He's a very good pull blocker. And of course, he has a high chance of re-injuring his shoulder tear. We're going to let Henry Anderson start. Give him some extra XP there. But other than that, I appreciate the support, ladies and gentlemen. I will catch you guys next time when we will be going up against the Cleveland Browns, who are 0-2, and see if we can continue our win streak, or will Baker Mayfield upset us? We will find out.